Hello everybody, I'm Detektiv and welcome back to Project Somnia. This video is a guide in order to show you how to get basically every single effect. Most of the effects in this game are necessary in order to complete the game to 100%. They can be used in order to solve puzzles, in order to orientate yourself inside of the dreamscape, or to just discover secrets. Note that in this video I will not be showing how to get the Scrap Cap, Eternity, or Enmau. The Scrap Cap already has its own video, while another video about Eternity is in the works, and Enmau is a secret effect, and I don't have it already yet. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, then please consider liking it and subscribing, it will help me out a lot. And alright, let's get right into it. The Pinwheel is an effect that allows you to go significantly faster, about like 58% faster. It is really good because you can get it very early on. In order to obtain it, you will need to go to Autumn Forest. You will need to go all the way to Spectral Realm, and for this you wanna go right in the first intersection. Then finally go left. After a while, you will be teleported automatically to Spectral Realm. The majority of this world is a one-way, meaning that you just go forward all the way until the hexagonal place. Once you arrive over there, you wanna go, well, right again, in order to follow this path that will lead you to Pastel Desert. Now you'll simply need to locate a small little pinwheel located in one of the corners of the map. And there you go. Twirl is another speed effect that will allow you to go way faster than the pinwheel. However, you will lose quite a lot of control over yourself. So in the Nexus you wanna go to a contemporary frontier. Then you wanna go to the middle building on the right, where there's a lot of arcade machines, and go into the one in the back that's lit up. You will access Twirl Madness, and you will need to complete the full course in order to obtain it. Your objective will be to complete every 3 stages that this game has to offer. You will have this yellow pads that will boost you forward, and yeah, it's not really difficult, especially because it's the easiest versions out of like the 3 this game has to offer. Remember, there is a Kaizo and there is a hard mode. So yeah, no, this shouldn't be that hard of a challenge, but remember, it can get really frustrating. So if you know that this game is getting on your nerves, go take breaks. I recommend it. On stage 2 you will also have those blue blocks that will basically act as kind of ice. They will slow you down and make your character even harder to control, but other than that it should be alright. Now stage 3 starts with this choke point, where you will basically need to go right at the very last moment once you fall down. Other than that, the rest of the stage is a breeze, and you should only struggle on the beginning part like I did. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's not really that difficult. It's the easy version, so obviously. But the other versions of this game are kind of very difficult. Anyways, once you finish, you will obtain the Twirl effect, which will allow you to go much faster at the cost of your control over yourself. The Hourglass effect is a very simple effect. It has special interactions with certain worlds and can be unlocked through Jimbo. Anyways, you wanna open the purple door to go to Apparition Forest, then go right all the way into Crystal Caverns. Then just basically follow where I go, as there's just a big cut because I accidentally went the wrong way and went into like the Lantern World. However, just follow this path all the way to the Crystal area, and you will have to obtain, I think 1 works, but I just took a lot more because I didn't know how many were needed. Now to obtain her legs, all you will need to do is fall down. Now just follow my steps again. Alex should be sitting under this barrel, and okay, it serves no purpose, he's kind of just here as a cosmetic, but it's still very cool. So yeah. In order to complete the Hourglass, go back to Autumn Forest. We'll go there a lot of times, trust me. You wanna follow the same path as Spectral Realm, except this time you wanna go right into the White World. Now go all the way to Fragmented Architecture. For this, just go through the crystals. In Fragmented Architecture, you wanna go up the stairs, and right here there should be a fake wall that you gotta enter in order to access Retro Desert. Then you wanna go all the way to Mossy Garden. You see the spawn right here, just go all the way over there, and then go left. There should be a small mossy stone that looks very out of place, and there you go. That's Mossy Garden. On one side there should be a door, you go to that door, and you will be able to access the magic shop. Jimbo will be yapping about the Hourglass, but you can actually just directly complete the task because you've already got the crystals. The Scythe is one of the best items in this game. Oh, actually, never mind, it's easily the best. It's an effect that allows you to basically kill and gain money from killing people. It also allows you to access quite a lot of areas, and can also be used in order to solve puzzles and discover secrets. It's quite literally the foundation of Somnia's economy. I'm not even kidding. Right, if you follow the path I just took, you just go right and go below, you will have to go to Entangled Termination. It's a very gory world where, I don't know, it's just, look at this, it's a mess. Right, you wanna find something that looks like a bunch of pillars piled together, and you will be able to go to Fallen Masses. The Scythe is quite literally in front of you, but on the other side of the map, which is really small, so you just go over there, go on this tree, and the Scythe should be here. It can be relatively difficult to see because the Scythe is the same color as the tree, but there you go. You will now be able to kill people for money. How cool is that? I'm putting those two together because not only are the both of them really close one to the other, they are also honestly really useful and quite literally necessary in order to complete the game. Both of them gives you access to quite a lot of puzzles, and yeah, the orb allows you to show paths that you kind of need to see. Meanwhile, the circuit will allow you to trigger the hard mode of Twirl Madness, Kaizo Starfall Catacombs, and quite literally a bunch of other things. So yeah, going back to Spectral Realm, you wanna go this time left whenever you arrive to the whole hexagonal platforms thingy. Basically, go to digitize the space. You can access it through this weird platform thing. Now that you're in Water Clock Maze, you wanna follow the path to go all the way close to the giant clock in the background. Right next to it, there should be the door to Desolate House. So yeah, just go over here. It should be on the back right of the map. So yeah, now that you're over there, you will enter Desolate House and you wanna go to the second clock as well. This will lead you to Clockwork. Clockwork is a small little OB platform. There's only 2 exits, so you wanna go to the other side of the map. In Eerie Hollow, you wanna go to the other side. That's literally it. The map isn't really that massive, however make sure to not go to Arch Savannah. For some reason I went there and I instantly crashed, so that's pretty sick. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna be real, Dark Forest is a relatively confusing area, so here's a full map. You can see where the orb is. If you can locate the rituals, then it should be alright. There's no dangerous thing in this world, surprisingly. So you can just go straight for the orb and yeah. And also you will have to go next to the waterfall. When you're at the ritual, you wanna go next to this shroom thingies and just go straight forward until you find a blue light that is the orb. Great, alright, it was really easy. For the entrance of the waterfall, it's literally a cave. And what you wanna do is simply just go to the waterfall, and then once you're over there, follow this path, because apparently you cannot jump over. That's pretty stupid in my opinion. And then you wanna follow like the water. There will be an area to go to Circuit World. There will be this platform, and there you go, you're in Circuit World now. Of course, it's a place where the circuit is. For the door to open, you literally only need this to be put on blue. Yeah, it's that stupid. I'm gonna be real, I originally thought this was going to be something really difficult. However, no, just put this to blue, and the door opens, and you can get the circuit. Yeah, that's really all. So, the Ancient Terminal is an effect that you're going to need a lot of. Go to Domino World, then go all the way above. You will have to go find some weird structure made out of dark blocks, dark domino pieces, kind of like this. This will lead you into the Campfire World. Then go inside of this semi-bridge over there near the lake, and there should be a painting. Go into it, and this will lead you to Inverted Memories. In Inverted Memories, you will have to go all the way to the room, all the way to Desolation. Basically, follow where I'm going. No. Wait. Okay, there it is. Right, Desolation. Desolation is a completely white void, however you will need to go forward to the right, in diagonal to the right, in order to go to Hedge Maze. Anyways, you just wanna walk until you get to this tree thingy. From Hedge Maze, you gotta find like a cavern that will go all the way to Fungal Woods. I didn't record the maze itself, I only recorded the end, but here's a map of Hedge Maze if you need it. In one of the corners there will actually be some red flowers, a patch of red flowers, right here. You wanna go to it, and then you will enter Crimson Fields. Then you wanna go all the way to the opposite of the map, find this little guy, and you will be able to enter Grooving Frenzy. It's a relatively cool world actually, and it's relatively easy to farm money in it. It's going to be relatively easy to see our destination. It's literally 4 big blue squares, and then you will have this little area right here. You enter this area, and you will be able to enter the room to Cerulean Skyway. It's here that you're going to receive the Ancient Terminal. And honestly, I've got to say that this area, despite being really small, it looks very cool. And there you go, you will be able to unlock the Ancient Terminal right here. This will allow you to trigger the quest with Anukriti. Go watch my video related to it. And it will also be used for some other quests. Anyways, going back to another thing. Originally in the script I was about to say that Power Quartz is completely useless. However, that couldn't be far from the truth, because it's actually the only way to complete Aucune Joie de Vivre. So yeah, going back to Autumn Forest, go to White World again. In the last room before Fragmented Architecture, go into this one room right here, and then you will equip the Ancient Terminal. You wanna connect to the structure right here using the Ancient Terminal. I mean structure, it's literally called to a structure. Then you wanna disable the laser. This will allow you access to the Power Quartz. However, this will also trigger the Red World event. What this does is literally kill the world. Yeah, it's really sad. However, it's a small price to pay for all of the events. Now, this world will be a lot harder to navigate now that you can barely see anything. Sure, you can use the power quartz, however, yeah, but, I mean, sorry, White World, you will be remembered, trust. Both of those are really close one to the other, which is why I wanted to do both of them at the same time. So, we'll begin with Moai, even if the other one will be really close. So, go into this flower in order to go to lights. Find the symbol at the other side of the lake. From zodiacs you wanna access columns. It's actually not over there, whatever. So it's going to be relatively difficult for you to navigate said world. However, I mean, if you practice enough, then you will not fall as much as I did. After here you're in columns, go into that door over there. This will lead you to bizarre polygons. Now from blizzard polygons you wanna go all the way to Oblivion, probably one of the coolest worlds there is in this game. Note that for retro shapes you will have to go right instead of going left. The exit should look like this. Go into this and you are in Oblivion. Go all the way right now. The exit to Moai Forest kind of looks like this cat thing here. And there you go, you are now in Moai Forest. Go in the circle of Moai's right here, with no effects equipped, and you wanna just sit. There you go, and you will have to wait a little bit, because the Moais are going to either find you worthy or unworthy. And if they don't find you worthy, you're dead. And how do they do that? Well, basically, if they find you unworthy, it's because you have an effect equipped, or if you're not sitting down. That's it, you will wait here for a little bit of time, and then you will be granted the Moai. Now for retro polygons, you wanna go all the way here inside of this area, and you will enter Retro Innovation. It's a small hobby that's going to be relatively fun to go through. Actually, it's not really hard. I'd say it's even one of the simplest ones. However, be careful because you will fall off quite a lot because of the flying and the moving platforms that there is. You wanna go through each one of these orbs until you are able to obtain the effect. Once you're on top of the last one, you will have this star here, and you will be able to collect retro shapes from there. It's a relatively weird effect, considering it doesn't have anything special. I think it does make it easier to see in some worlds because it removes the fog or something. According to some people, that's what I heard. However, it's not really that important, in my opinion, and for now. Enchanted Gem is a really useful item as it allows you to set a spawn point that you can go back at any time using the effect twice. You wanna go to Traffic Yard, then you wanna find the weird ritual thing. It doesn't really lead you to a demonic world, no, it leads you to the exotic jungle out of all places. Now go to the weird purple Illuminati symbol, go use the ancient terminal on it, and then say Open Sesame. Once it's done, you will teleport to a Peerless Void. There will be a huge path in front of you, and you basically just wanna follow it. The Enchanted Gem will be appearing here, and touching it will grant you the Enchanted Gem. Overall, yeah, that's it. The valve is an effect that makes you leak. I'm not even kidding, that's literally the only thing it does. And this can be taken out of context in so much ways that I hate it. Anyways, back in Eerie Hollow, you wanna go here instead of going all the way to the back of the things. It will make you go to Savannah. However, be careful, it's a really laggy world, which used to be even laggier. So that's really fun. However, you don't need to stay there for too long, thankfully. You will need to go to Temporal Fracture, it's a rusty arch, so it's gonna be relatively easy to see. Then, you cannot use a scrap cap until you find the achievement, meaning You basically have to go there, kind of like randomly. So, yeah. However, here's the map. Right, the exit shouldn't be too far away still. It is a house, a broken down house with a wheel with numbers on it. It's really that simple. Anyways, in Lonesome City, which is a really damn desolate area, you will need to find the piece of coral that's located at the other side of the city. You will enter Aquatic Reef. Near this green coral in the background, you will need to go over there and break this door with the scythe and go into Forgotten Pools. Now that you're in the pool rooms, go left all the way through this door here, and then go through the little rooms over here, and then you will get outside. If you fall, you will go to Idle Zone, or you will die if you don't have it enabled. So be careful. After, you will have to go left. Then once you're here, there is this pillar here. You will have to go across it to the right, go up the stairs, go over there. Then if you have a speed effect, then it's going to be really easy to do a Neo around those two pillars. And then just go here. You will have this table thingy here, and that's where you know you're in the right place. So go here. In one of the three things here, there's a trapdoor, and you will be able to unlock the valve. The Interestal effect is some weird gem that you can unlock after gaining the scrap cap. You will have to go to Jimbo, start the quest, and you will need to go to Hell, Indignation to be more specific. So if you have the scrap caps, then you can directly teleport to Jimbo. If you don't have the scrap cap, you should get the scrap cap. Go check out the other video dedicated to the scrap cap in order to get the scrap cap. Anyways, yeah, go back to the Nexus. There's a lot of ways to go to Indignation. If you have over 250 kills, you can go to Quiet Bus Stop. And then you wanna get run over. This will lead to Indignation. Congratulations, you're in Hell now. There is this green gem that you can take now, and you will need to escape Indignation. This is actually a part of the Eternity quest for Symphora. Something I just realized is that this is a way to go to Jimbo actually. You need to complete the Interestal quest in order to obtain Jimbo on the scrap cap. I'm kind of sorry about that. Anyways, you will obtain the Interestal effect. It kind of looks like one of the Sims gems, but really it doesn't really do a lot. It lights up the room, but other than that, nothing else. Sherbet can be bought from Clarence in Contemporary Frontier. It will cost in total about like 500 in order to gain the first 4 levels, and the 5th one, aka Golden Sherbet, is a little bit more different. So, the effects of the Sherbets can be seen here. For the first 4 levels you will need to explore 80 worlds, as well as 290 Dogecoins, which is the currency of the game. You can get them by using the scythe on killing enemies! Or actually, in Grayscale Grove you can go to the fields. Okay. Now for the Golden Sherbet it's a bit different, because first off, you will need to have the scrap cap, you will need to have the level 4 Sherbet, and you will need to buy every single bean inside of the Clarence shop in Contemporary Frontier. Not only that, you also need to have bought Clarence himself, because you can do that. And then finally, when you call Clarence, you will be able to purchase the Golden Sprinkles. For 15 minutes it costs 60 Dogecoins, for 30 minutes it costs 100, but for 10 years, aka permanent, it's 5,000 Dogecoins. I suggest that you just directly go for like the 10 years, because yes, it is relatively expensive. However, I'd rather just pay it directly than have to pay it every 30 minutes. Like, it's just going to get on my nerves, and yeah, anyways, that's basically it for the Sherbet. Remember this? This time you will need to go to Cozy Cabin. You wanna go to this plant here, Mr. P. Give him 50 monies, 250 monies, and there you go. You will be able to enter The museum. Now that you're in museum, you wanna go to one of the rooms, exactly this one, and you will have this skull that looks a little bit out of place, and yeah, you just wanna take it from where it is. Yeah, I have logic. Just like Alex, it's a purely cosmetic effect that's kind of funny, but also creepy. The faces can be obtained by first going to going to sunken ruins through the blue door, then Bread Desert, then take the train to Matryoshka City, then when you're in the second part, go to the tunnel on the left when you enter. You will enter Graphite Valley. Fall down the valley until you see this guy, stab him with the scythe. Yeah, that's really sad. However, there you go, Apophenia Maze. It's not a really long maze, in the fact that actually it's pretty simple. The exit is a floating grey cube that whenever activated will teleport you to the ad space and give you the faces effect. Yet another effect with basically no uses. Incense, however, could most likely have uses in later updates. You wanna go to Contemporary Frontier. After this, you wanna go to the house after the tunnel, go in the first floor, and then enter this shelf. You will enter maintenance shafts, and you wanna complete it all the way until you get to the elevator. Remember that you wanna go up, because going down will get you directly to maintenance depths. You're now in Quiet Aquarium. Oh, there's Alex over there. Isn't it like drowning? Interesting. You wanna use a circuit on this door in order to open it. Then go to the floating moon on top of this weird totem. This will lead you to Pastel Confound. And it's a really difficult world to navigate because it has these platforms made out of stars, and yeah, you will need to get your way to the next world, which is really unfortunate because not even I have any idea what it is now. Because I cannot be bothered to just show the full gameplay because this took me 2 hours to solve, here's a map from the wiki. You wanna go first to yellow, right? Then red, then green, then yellow, then purple, then green, then purple again, then green again, then magenta, and then red. This is how the magenta platform looks like. You will head here, this will be some weird Egyptian statues, and there is this area right here. It's a small little castle. You wanna go in here, and go up, and go down here, and there you go, red. And you will arrive to black. That will lead you to monochrome. In monochrome you wanna equip the orb and go over to this broken door over there. Everything will light up blue, that's normal, that's the area, and there you go. You will be in blackout. It's a world with enemies, however, in my personal experience of it, which has been really short, let's be honest, there isn't a lot actually. Yes, you cannot see anything because, well, most mazes actually don't have the scrap cap enabled, which is really horrible. There are enemies, however, they just roam around, they don't directly hunt you, and if you have the scythe equipped, however, they will come to you. Now, I mean, just follow where I go. I'm going to get the inbred show, as well as go to the temple where we need to go. So, that temple has a name that I cannot pronounce, because I don't speak Japanese, I suppose. The instance should, however, be right here. And there you go. There's also this path over there that doesn't lead anywhere. Right, okay, that's pretty sick. The incense doesn't do anything, but, I mean, it's still pretty cool looking, I guess. Finally, the last two that I will be showing in this video are items that require the Hourglass in order to be completed. First off, we'll begin with the journal. You will have to go to Lotus Town, then go all the way to the other side of the the quote-unquote Lost town, which in my opinion it's not really a town, but whatever, I guess it's a village. Go over here to this door, then you will enter Flooded Town. Go to the top of the building on your left, and you will enter this area that will lead you to the Aquastarium. You wanna go to the back room and go all the way to Stardust Sanctuary. I think you can also access there from dying in Starfall Catacombs. However, yeah, I guess that can work. However, I'm using the safe path. Use the orb in here, and you will have those paths that will be created as you walk on them. You will have this area here, and you wanna press E on it. You will arrive in Au revoir Sunset. It's a relatively interesting world. It looks sick in my opinion. However, this is where you equip the Hourglass. So, using the Hourglass will get you the remorseful version of this world. The journal will be located below this tree right in front of the moon. Honestly, it's a relatively... it's basically useless for the common player. Like, you're not going to use the journal anywhere. However, it is still a pretty cool effect, especially for people who, for example, content creators like me, but don't have a mic. Honestly, it's pretty decent, I guess. But I'm not going to be using this effect a lot. Maybe it will be used for some puzzles, honestly. Finally, for Fireflies, you will need to go once again to Autumn Forest. This time you will need to use the Hourglass, and there will be a bunch of Fireflies everywhere actually. So you cannot catch them as you're standing inside of the forest. However, there will be one spot where you will actually need to unlock them. Okay, I accidentally went today, never mind. Okay, going past the bridge after going forward, you will have the Firefly effect standing right there. It's a jar on top of a tree stem, and there you go. Right, Fireflies. It's a relatively decent effect in terms of like it makes lights, it emits light. However, I think the orb is better in terms of light. I don't know. It's just me. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. We've got 20 effects that I wanted to show in this video, and the other ones will come out one day or another. Look, they're in the works, okay? Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, then please consider giving a like and a follow. It would help me out a lot, and I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, have a nice day, and bye!